The clever shortcuts. Leo was known as the laziest boy in town. He never liked to work hard and always tried to find shortcuts. Whether it was cleaning his room, doing chores, or even helping his parents, Leo always looked for ways to avoid effort. He believed that the less work he did, the better life would be. One sunny morning, Leo was asked to help his dad with some gardening. His father needed him to plant new flowers in the backyard. Leo stared at the garden, imagining how much effort it would take. Instead of using a shovel like his father, he decided to use a rake. He thought it would be much easier to rake the soil than to dig it up. He quickly got to work, pushing the rake across the ground. It took longer than expected, and soon the soil was in a messy heap. Leo realized his plan wasn't working, but he didn't give up. He grabbed a large spoon from the kitchen and started using it to dig the soil. It was much slower than a shovel, but at least it was something different. After hours of frustrating work, the garden still looked unkempt. Leo's shortcut had failed. Instead of completing the task in less time, it took much longer. He decided to give up and went inside, leaving the unfinished garden behind. Later that day, Leo's mom asked him to help clean the attic. She told him to organize the boxes and sweep the dusty floor. Leo immediately thought of a plan. Instead of carrying the heavy boxes one by one, he decided to roll them down the stairs. This way, he thought, he could save time and energy. He placed the first box at the top of the stairs and gave it a little push. The box rolled down, but it crashed into the wall, spilling its contents everywhere. Leo didn't expect the mess, but he thought he could just pick everything up quickly. However, he quickly realized that the more boxes he sent tumbling down, the bigger the mess became. The dust was everywhere, and Leo was covered in old papers and broken things. His shortcut had only created a bigger problem. Frustrated, Leo started to clean up, but it took much longer than it would have if he had just carried the boxes one by one as his mom had asked. The next day, Leo's parents were busy, and he had the house to himself. Leo saw that his room needed cleaning. He didn't want to spend hours tidying up, so he decided to use another shortcut. Instead of picking up each item individually, Leo grabbed a large trash bag and started throwing everything in it. He quickly filled the bag with clothes, books, and even some items that weren't trash. After a while, the room looked much cleaner, but Leo realized that he had thrown away a few things he didn't mean to. His favorite book, a picture frame, and his lucky hat were all in the trash bag. He quickly opened it up, but it was too late. The items were gone. His lazy shortcut had cost him some of his most prized possessions. Feeling defeated, Leo decided to relax for a bit. He turned on the TV and tried to forget about the chaos he had caused. But as he watched the shows, he started to realize something important. Every time he tried to avoid work, things only got worse. His shortcuts didn't save him time, they only made his life harder. Later that week, Leo's parents asked him to build a birdhouse for the backyard. Instead of rushing, Leo carefully measured the wood, used the right tools, and followed the instructions step by step. To his surprise, the pieces fit together perfectly, and the finished birdhouse looked amazing. His parents were impressed, praising his effort and the quality of his work. For the first time, Leo felt proud of what he had accomplished. He realized that shortcuts only caused frustration, while hard work brought real results and satisfaction. From that day on, Leo balanced effort and relaxation, knowing that putting in the work was always worth it. The birdhouse became a symbol of what he could achieve when he tried his best. Thanks for watching Story Kindle. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more stories.